Welcome to Let's Play the Cosmere RPG. In our first video, we walked through the Cosmere RPG character sheet. Now let's talk about the basics of playing. To make the most of this video, we recommend visiting CosmereRPG.com to download the player quick reference and the GM rules overview. The Cosmere RPG uses an original system, but we kept the fundamentals approachable for anyone who's ever played popular RPGs like D&D or Pathfinder. The core mechanic of the Cosmere RPG is a D20 skill test, where you'll roll a D20 and add a modifier to determine whether you succeed or fail a test. If you know that rolling a 20 is awesome, you've already taken your first step to enjoying the RPG. We build on that familiar foundation in a lot of exciting ways. I'll take you through some key distinctions and cool features, but note that this is a quick overview and not a comprehensive list of new mechanics. The plot die is a special narrative die that you can roll to add drama to important skill tests. So when the GM says to raise the stakes, you'll roll your plot die. About a third of skill tests during a game should be made with raised stakes. So how does the plot die add dimension and flair to skill tests? Each face of the die means something. When you roll a natural 20 or get this symbol on the plot die, you gain an opportunity. This applies a beneficial side effect to the outcome of your current test, regardless of whether the test succeeds or fails. With an opportunity, you can give an ally advantage, collect yourself and recover one focus, change a hit to a critical success, or you can suggest a positive plot twist, like reinforcements getting closer or an NPC being impressed with you. If you roll a blank on the plot die, the test proceeds as planned. You succeed or fail without any extra surprises. When you roll a natural 1 on the d20, or roll one of these symbols on the plot die, you've got a complication. On a complication, the GM might say that you get a disadvantage on your next test, become distracted, and lose one focus. Influence the narrative with a negative plot twist, like dropping a weapon or annoying an NPC. The good news is that if you get one of these symbols, you add a +2 or a +4 to your test. That makes you a little more likely to get a success with complication, which is often the most memorable result. Everybody loves rolling with advantage, which is when a game's rules say you can roll two 20-sided dice and take the higher result. There's also rolling with disadvantage, where you take the lower result. Those rules are both part of the Cosmere RPG. But in Cosmere games, you can apply advantage or disadvantage to any die roll in your skill test. The d20, your damage die if it's an attack roll, or the plot die. If you have multiple advantages, you can apply them to different dice. Just make your choice before you roll everything. In our character sheet video, I mentioned focus points. You'll usually have between 3 to 5 of these based on your willpower. In all scenes, you can spend focus to activate certain talents or special abilities. In combat, you'll usually need to spend 1 focus to take a reaction like dodge or reactive strike. In conversations, NPCs will have to spend focus if they want to resist your attempts to persuade them. Investiture is a spiritual resource that represents your ability to hold and channel investiture, an energy that suffuses the Cosmere. On Roshar, this means your ability to breathe in and hold stormlight. On Scadrial, this will represent your ability to harness the metallic arts. Each setting in the Cosmere has a unique magic system that will be mechanized through investiture as the RPG expands. In the Cosmere RPG, scenes are when the RPG zooms in and your PC's actions have consequences. Some examples of scenes are bar fights, sneaking into a high-security building, or convincing someone to give you important information. Combats are tightly paced fight scenes. Conversations are social scenes where dialogue is the focus. Endeavors are skill-based scenes that often extend over time. The Stormlight Handbook has rules for each of 3 different scene types, and during play, scenes often transition smoothly between these 3 types. Combat is dynamic in the Cosmere RPG. Instead of rolling for initiative, you'll begin combat by choosing whether to take a fast turn or a slow turn. Your choice is important because combat is balanced to take an average of 2 or 3 rounds. If you go fast, you'll act before NPCs and get 2 actions. If you go slow, you'll act after fast NPCs, but you'll get 3 actions. When an attack hits, it deals its weapon die plus your skill modifier. If you miss, you can spend 1 focus to graze and still deal however much you rolled on your damage die. During combat, you can spend an opportunity for a positive side effect, like tripping your opponent or knocking a weapon out of their hand, even if you miss. If you roll an opportunity on a successful attack test, you can spend it to critically hit. On a critical hit, treat all damage dice for that attack as if you rolled the maximum number. In the Cosmere RPG, you should roll your d20, plot die, and damage die at the same time. Knowing your damage roll is helpful when deciding whether it's worth spending a focus to graze or worth using your opportunity to crit. During combat, players can choose from a number of actions. A standard attack is called a strike, but you can also brace to gain the benefit of cover, make a skill test with gain advantage against an opponent, activate one of your talents, or choose another action. Keep in mind that you can only perform each action once, and some require you to spend more than one action. When a character is reduced to 0 health, they don't die right away. Instead, they roll on the injury table, and multiple injuries can lead to death. Just watch out for weapons with the deadly trait, and keep in mind that shard blades have their own injury table. Once per scene, a character can take the recover action to roll their recovery die, then regain that much health and/or focus. They can also make a recovery roll by taking a short rest between scenes. In this video, we focused on mechanics that relate to actually playing the game. Our next video gets under the hood of character creation, which is where the unique features of the Cosmere RPG really shine. Keep watching to learn about talents, paths, and more.